Can you guys hear me? Layla, you can hear me? Nancy, can you hear me? Allowing yourself to exhale completely. And anytime we begin by bringing awareness and attention to our breath, I invite you to do it at your own pace, your own duration, your own intensity, with the goal of lengthening your spine and inflating and opening on the inhalation, and softening and letting go and emptying on the exhalation. Giving yourself permission to turn inward, giving yourself permission to let go of any unwanted or unneeded thoughts. And when they creep in, and they will, you can acknowledge them and let them float away, coming back to your movement and to your breath and to feeling the ground beneath you. Let's take our palms together and rub them, generating some heat between your palms. Rubbing briskly, pressing the palms together. And then lay one hand on your heart, one hand just above your belly button. Feel the energy from your palms, connect with the energy in your torso. And we'll share a deep breath in. And an exhale, let it go. Do that again, fill up, expand, get big. And then exhale, let it go. Blinking your eyes open, we'll take our hands to our knees and start taking some circles with the torso. Go in one direction, and then the other direction. Maybe front to back, maybe side to side. And then as we come back to a neutral spine, drop your chin to your chest, interlace your fingers behind your head, elbows drop down towards your lap, find length in the back of your neck. And then back up to neutral. Release your hands. Let's take some half circles. Left shoulder to left ear, chin to chest, right shoulder to right ear. And then come back up to a neutral spine, drawing the crown of the head up. Drop your left hand down by your left hip and take your right arm up and over. Keep your right hip planted. And then inhale through center, exhale, let's go the other way. Side body stretch, lengthen through the ribs. Let's go one more time each way. Right arm up and over. And then left arm up and over. Come back to neutral. Let's bring the soles of the feet together now. And you can bring your heels in as close as you'd like to feel some sensation in the inner thigh. Push them away if you're still a little tight there this morning. And then reach up on your inhalation and take your left hand across your body, right hand behind you. Send your gaze over your back shoulder, lengthening on the inhalation. And then exhaling to rotate a little bit more. And then we'll go the other way, reach up high. Exhale, find the rotation. Left hand behind you. 3 breaths. And then come back through center. We're going to take an easy forward fold. So reach up high and then fold forward. You can round your spine. You can tuck your chin. Let everything hang heavy for a moment. Let's come back up to a neutral spine and we'll make our way into table pose, hands and knees. So stacking your joints, let's come right into some cat-cows. As you inhale, drop the belly down, look up slightly. And as you exhale, round your spine, drop the head, tuck the chin to the chest. So link this movement with your breath. The length of your breath will dictate the movement. And then after your next round, we'll bring our toes together, take our knees apart and come right into child's pose. Hips to heels, forehead to the mat. Reach out long in front of you, settle in for a moment, find your breath. Knowing that you can always come back here. Giving yourself permission to return to child's pose whenever you need it. Let's come back up onto hands and knees, tuck our toes. We're gonna come into down dog, but just for a moment. So tuck your toes, lift your hips up high, send your hips back, and then as you exhale, start to bend into the knees again. We're gonna send the knees down and hover. Exhale, come back to your down dog, hips up and back. Inhale, come forward, drop the knees, hover, don't let them touch. Exhale, send it back. Let's do that a few more times at your own pace with strength, with control, with breath, with purpose and intensity. Lowering to hover, lifting as you exhale. Let's do it once more, lower to hover. Lift your hips high to the sky. And then come into plank. You might need to walk the hands forward a little bit to bring the shoulders over the wrists. Remembering you can always drop knees to the mat for your supported plank, or you can come into your full plank, top of a push-up. Send your gaze to the top of the mat and take 3 breaths. And then exhale, down dog. This time, don't move your hands or your feet. Pedal your feet out a little bit. Sway your hips, shake your head. And then coming to stillness here, lift your tailbone up, press your palms down, and drop the crown of your head. Feel this inversion in your body. We'll start to tiptoe our feet forward. We're going to come into our forward fold, Uttanasana. Take opposite elbows and opposite hands. Ragdoll, you can bend your knees a lot here, or you can straighten them. Just try not to lock them. And then release your hands down to the mat. Bring your feet right under your hips. We're going to come all the way up, reaching hands to the sky, palms together. Exhale, find your mountain pose. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Plant your feet. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway, hands to shins. Exhale to fold. Let's step just the left foot back. Come onto the ball of the left foot, low lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toe, and sweep up. Big breath in. And then come right back down, frame the front foot. Plant your left hand. Option to bend your left knee and reach back, right hand. Grabs the left foot, finding a little twist here. If that twist doesn't feel good, you can simply reach back in the direction of the left foot. Lengthen and twist. One more time. Go ahead and release the foot. Bring both hands down to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, stepping into high plank pose. Knees to the mat, half chaturanga, lower all the way down. Inhale, little baby cobra. Exhale, press into your palms, downward facing dog. This time, walk your feet to the top of the mat, forward fold. This time, interlacing your fingers behind your back, take that shoulder stretch. Release your hands down to the mat, sweeping all the way up on your next inhalation, palms together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Come right back up, reach for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. This time the right foot's gonna step back, finding your lunge. Walk your left foot forward so the left knee and left ankle are aligned. And then drop the back knee and tuck the back toe. Sweep up, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, drop it down. Planting the right palm, you can reach back left hand towards the foot or grab the bind. Drop the foot, bring the hand back, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, plank, pose. And then if you're ready to go through a flow, go ahead and go through a flow, or you can simply come straight to down dog. Look to the top of the mat, soften your knees, feet to hands. You can hop or step, lengthen halfway, and then fold, release your head. Inhale, come up. Exhale, let's come right back down, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Step back, high plank. Vinyasa, or come straight to down dog, your choice. My couch is gonna get my head here. I'll come straight to down dog for now. Take a couple of breaths. And then we'll do that again, looking to the top of the mat, feet to hands. Lengthen halfway and fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Median down dog, you can go through your vinyasa, or you can come straight to downward facing dog. Do it again, gaze to the top of the mat, soft knees, feet to hands. Lengthen halfway and fold. This time we're gonna come to chair pose, sweep it up. Be kind to your knees, be kind to your shoulders. Really planting your feet here, finding the power through your feet. Next time you exhale, straighten your knees, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold here. Let's step back to our high plank and either go through your flow or come directly to your down dog. This time, right leg floats up, inhale. Exhale, step the foot between the thumbs, warrior one, rise up. One breath in as you come up. Full exhale as you come right back down, stepping back to plank. You can take your right foot and hook it around the back of your left ankle for three limbs, chaturanga, flow, or come to down dog. Left leg floats, lead with the heel. Exhale with control, warrior one, rise up. One breath in as you rise. Full breath out as you fold. Step back. Maybe it's a three-limb chaturanga. Maybe you're coming straight to down dog. Look to the top of the mat, feet to hands. Lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Chair pose, come back into that fierce pose. Finishing Surya B, one breath in. Exhale, straighten the knees, palms together, Tadasana. Take a moment to feel the energy moving through your body. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Let's step just the right foot back this time. So we're going to come to a low lunge, come onto the ball of the back foot, and then take a long spine as you inhale. As you exhale, straighten the front knee, drop the crown of the head. Let's do that twice more. It's inhale for a low lunge. Exhale for a high lunge. One more time. Inhale for a low. Exhale, high. And then come back to your low lunge. Take your back foot to 90 degrees and press into your feet. Warrior two, rise up. Take a moment to settle into your feet. Gazing over your front fingertips. Flip your front palm, peaceful warrior, reach up and back. And then straighten your front knee and peel your left toes from the mat. Find that side body stretch. We're gonna make our way into triangle pose. Option here to take the top hand around your back, looking for a half bind. Also option to take your left hand and reach forward. Core supported triangle. Pull yourself back up to neutral, come back to warrior two. Flip your front palm, come to peaceful warrior. And then we'll take both hands around to the inside of our left foot for lizard. Come onto the ball of your back foot. And then we'll drop the back knee and reach back again. Right hand to, left hand to right foot. That didn't feel right. Left hand to right foot. Release the bind. Bring both hands to the inside of the left foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. We're gonna walk the hands around, wide-legged forward fold. So take a long breath in as you inhale, and as you exhale, drop the crown of the head. Option to take a shoulder stretch here. Release your hands down to the mat. Bring your heels in, toes out. Bend into your knees. We're going to come to Malasana, finding our squat. Remember, you can drop your tailbone straight down to the ground or sit on something, pillows or blocks or blankets. Sit up nice and tall. Draw your shoulder blades together. Draw the crown of the head up. Drop your palms to the ground, lift your tailbone high to the sky. Leave your feet right where they are and come up to your five-pointed star. And then step out a little wider and find your goddess pose. Sink down. Inhale, let's come to star. Exhale, find goddess. Twice more, inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. One more time, big breath in. Flow with the breath, exhale. Come all the way back up. We're gonna come back to warrior two over the left fingertips, right where we came from. And then flip your front palm, come back to peaceful warrior. Take the hands around, this time frame the front foot, come on to low lunge. And then step back to plank. Left hand under the nose, side plank. Peel the right arm up. Take your variation you like here. And then hand comes back down, child's pose. Toes together, knees apart. Find your child's pose. Reconnect with your breath. And then we'll be back in downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat. Step or hop, feet to hands. Lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Let's come all the way back up. Hands to the sky. Exhale, let it go. Empty your lungs. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. This time we'll step just the left foot back, coming onto the ball of the left foot this time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, straighten the front knee. Let's do that again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straighten, high lunge. One more time, low lunge. And then high lunge. Come back to your low lunge, lengthen your spine, and then rotate your left foot to 90 degrees as you press into your feet and find warrior two, gazing over your right fingertips this time. Take a second to settle in. Inhale, peaceful warrior, reach up and back. And then straighten the front knee and come onto the heel of the right foot. Pull the right toes towards your shin. And then drop the foot. We're going to start reaching your right hand forward, left hip back. Triangle. And you can take any version of triangle you like here. If you like that half bind with a core supported reach, you can do that. Or you can keep your arms open like wings. And then pull yourself back up to neutral. Bend into the front knee again. We're coming right back into warrior two. Flip your front palm, peaceful warrior. This time take both hands to the inside of the right foot, coming onto the ball of the left foot for your lizard. We'll take that same variation, dropping the back knee, untucking the back toe. This time, if you want to, right hand can swing around to grab the left foot. Release the foot, both hands to the inside of the right foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Let's come to our wide-legged forward fold. Drop the head. Take any arm variation you'd like. Maybe you'd like to grab your toes or take the shoulder stretch again. Or if you're feeling steady and safe, you can take your tripod headstand. Release any binds you have, land safely if you're in your headstand, and then bring your heels in, your toes out, and find your squat, garland pose. Drop it down. You can bring your fists together if you want to here, pressing your elbows into your knees. You can shift your weight side to side a little bit here. Find stillness, close your eyes, draw the head up. Hands come back down to the mat. Lift your tailbone high to the sky. Step your feet out a little wider and find your five-pointed star. Swing your arms up to the sky. And then find goddess pose. Fierce angle pose. Drop the tailbone down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, find your squat. Let's do that twice more with control. Press into your feet. And then lower down slowly, fighting gravity. One more time, lift. Slowly come down. One more time, come all the way up. This time we'll look over the right fingertips, coming right back into our Vera 2. Flip your front palm, peaceful warrior, and then take your hands around to frame your front foot. Step back to plank. Side plank, Vashisthasana, right hand under the nose. Peel the left arm up. Take the variation you'd like. Maybe you have a tree leg here or a star pose here, whatever you have. And when you're ready for child's pose, with control, lower down and find your child's. This time, if you want to take your hands by your heels, relax your shoulders, you're welcome to do that. And we'll meet back in our downward facing dog. From down dog, let's take the right leg up high. Next time you exhale, bring the right knee to touch the right elbow and hover. Send it back one more time. This time, let's step through warrior one this time. Pressing up. Sink in, swivel the left hip forward, right hip back. And then coming to humble warrior, take your hands behind your back, open the heart, lift the chest. And then find a long spine. Drop it down and look at your left toes. Keep both feet firmly rooted. And then release your hands to frame your front foot. We'll find standing splits. Peel the left leg up. Lead with the heel. So you can take your arms out, hands out wide. We're going to take some Shiva squats. So as you exhale, take the left knee behind the right, squat and look ahead, look in front of you. Inhale, send it up. Exhale, squat, knee behind knee. Twice more, lift with control. Exhale, squat with control. One more time, send it up, stay there. And then take your right hand in front of your right foot. We're going to come to half moon. I have a block here, so I'm putting my hand on a block. Or you can use a pillow or books if they're stable. Start to rotate open. Keep the back leg active. And then if it feels appropriate, the left hand can float. Give yourself time and permission to practice this pose just like we practice any other pose. Option to bend the back knee, reach back, left hand, left foot. Sugarcane variation. And then we're coming back to standing splits, both hands down. Square your hips, left foot meets right, forward fold. Take ragdoll, shake it out. Take any variation of this forward fold you'd like. And then release your hands. We're going to come all the way back up, reaching for the sky. Palms together, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Let's make our way to down dog. You can take a flow if you'd like here. This time we're going to lead with the left foot. So send the left leg up high on the inhalation. And then bring the left knee to touch the left elbow. Hover slowly. Let's send it back. Inhale. Exhale, step it through. Warrior one. Take your time to rise. Take your time to settle. Square your hips. Hands behind the back. Preparing for humble warrior. Lift your chest. Dive down. Release your hands down, frame your front foot, making our way into standing splits. Lead with the right heel. Take your hands out wide for squats. Exhale, knee behind knee. Inhale, lift slowly. Exhale, squat, come down. Twice more. Inhale, push up. Exhale, squat down. One more time, send it up. Find your squat, point your back toe. Come back up. And then start to set up for a half moon. Same thing here. Right hand can come to right hip. Thinking about rolling the right hip over the left. And then maybe taking the arm up. Maybe taking that bind if you can reach back for the foot. And then drop your right hand down with control. Step forward, forward fold. Shake it out, shake it out. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms together over the head. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Start to plant your right foot, bring your left knee in, tree pose. Find your version of tree here. Notice with no judgment if your tree is wobbly or if it's steady or somewhere in between. And then if you'd like to take an arm variation, reach behind your back and grab opposite wrists or opposite forearms or even opposite elbows. Try not to let the breath get stolen by the balance. And then bring the knee back in towards the chest. Drop it down. Shake it out. Shake it out. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Tree pose on the other side. Left foot plants. Right leg comes up. Find a home for your foot somewhere other than your knee. And then rotate the right knee out to the right wall. You can take that arm variation again, grabbing opposite elbows, but try to take the opposite grip, the uncomfortable grip. Bring the knee back in and drop it down. Mountain pose, hands to the heart. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale to fold. Go through your vinyasa or step into down dog, your choice. This time, float the right foot up. Again, take the right knee to kiss the right elbow. Hover, hover, hover. Send it back one more time. And then we're coming to pigeon. So you know your pigeon. You can take a block right under that right hip if it's floating. You can also come into figure four on your back. Figure four. So settle in wherever you'd like. We'll stay here for several breaths, letting every exhalation be an opportunity to soften. And then float the foot down. Or come up onto your palms if you're in pigeon. We're going to meet in down dog, so you can tuck your back toe. Lift your back knee and step back, or if you were in figure 4, you can rock and roll forward, roll over your knees, and make your way back to your downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal it out here a little bit, sway your hips, realign. Go through another flow or another plank if you'd like it. And then meeting in stillness, the left leg's gonna float. Big exhale as you bring the left knee to touch the left elbow and hover and hold it. And then send it back, big inhale. Set up for resting half pigeon on your left side. Flipping over if that's more appropriate for you. Finding the props that are appropriate for you. And then settling down into your pigeon pose. Start making your way out of your pigeon or your figure 4, and we'll make our way back to our down dog, taking movement. Maybe going through another flow, realigning your down dog. And then we're gonna meet in stillness. We'll take a few optional bouncing balls just for a little bit of heat. So looking down looking down at your thighs, bend into your knees significantly. And then hop up, bringing your heels to your bum. Oops, I slid a little. And then you're gonna land silently. So bending the knees, heels to bum. Take a few of those. Pressing the weight into your palms. And when you've had enough, you can take as many as you want. Find your child's pose. And then come back up onto hands and knees. We're going to roll over onto one hip and come to a seated position. If you have a strap or some strap alternative and you want to have it nearby, you can make use of it, I'm sure, although it won't be absolutely necessary. Nothing is. We don't need any equipment for yoga. We're going to come into a revolved head to knee pose. So right heel is going to come back towards your right hip, and you'll extend your left leg long. Take your strap around the left foot, if you're using one, and then take your left arm to the inside of your left leg. You're going to take the right arm up and over and possibly reach for the strap as close to the foot as you can. Now, some people might be able to actually grab their foot, but if you're collapsing over, that's not what you want to do. You want to stay open, so you want to peel the left shoulder back and then reach. So this is where the strap might come in handy. Try to keep the right hip planted and find length through your right side body. Draw yourself up slowly. And we'll switch sides. If it bothers your knee to take the heel back by the hip, you can make a tree leg and do the same thing. Take a wide stance here. Same thing here. If you have the strap and you want to loop it around your right foot, you can. And then bring the right arm down and start to peel the left shoulder back as you reach, reach, reach in the direction of your right toes. And pull yourself back up to neutral. We're all a little bit taller now. Send your legs out in front of you. Take the hands behind you and let the knees rock from side to side. Now we'll come into tabletop position, reverse table. So bringing your hands behind you, fingertips facing your hips. Press your feet firmly into the mat. You're going to come up by pressing feet and palms simultaneously, lifting your hips. And then as you exhale, start to hover your hips down, but don't let them touch. Inhale, let's reach it up again, tabletop pose. Exhale, drop it down. Let's do that twice more. Lift with strength, with control, slowly. And then hover, keep the feet glued to the mat. One more time, lift up high. And then this time we're going to slowly, slowly, slowly come all the way down. Walk your feet out, reach your arms in front of you. We're going to roll onto our backs, coming all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. Take a few circles here. Keep the low back pressed into the mat. And then option for bridge pose here. So I have a block. I happen to like supported bridge because I have a crunchy lower back. But if you like a more active bridge, take your palms right by your side. Press your feet firmly into the mat. Make sure the ankles and the knees are in alignment. And then with the engagement of the feet, lift up. I'm going to take a block right under my low back for a little support. And if you're taking supported bridge, keep the engagement of the feet. Maybe tuck the shoulder blades together just a little bit to get lift in your chest, lift in your chin. This is a good opportunity to find some deep breathing. Your lungs are nice and open. You've got space through the ribs. Nothing's twisting. Nothing's compacted. And then slowly start to lower down out of the bridge or remove the block where you're supported. Bridge, step out wide, let the knees rock from side to side. And then we'll do the same thing, option again for your more active bridge. You can also roll your shoulder blades under your body, interlace your fingers, press your palms together and press your fists towards your heels as you engage your feet for a bound bridge. So whatever version of bridge you'd like to take, we'll take 6 breaths here. Release the block, roll down 1 vertebra at a time, bringing the tailbone down last, tick-tock the knees back and forth. Option for one final back bend, you can certainly take full wheel if you like, or you can come to another bridge or another supported bridge. If you're working on full wheel, you want to be very mindful of your neck and your head, because if you fall out of this and you fall onto the crown of your head, we can have some neck problems. So one way to start working on this is to take your fingertips towards your shoulders and press your palms really firmly into the mat. And then press your feet firmly into the mat. You're going to start to lift your tailbone and you'll come onto the crown of your head to start. And that's a good way to know, do I have enough strength in my arms to push up? And then once you're up, you want to straighten the knees as much as you can and start to bring the shoulders over the wrists. So you'll feel this all the way through your spine, the middle, and the bottom. And then lowering down slowly when you're ready, you can tuck your chin and come down, or you can slowly and very gently bring the crown of your head down and then tuck your chin. Bring your knees in, sway back and forth. Counter pose here to send the spine in the opposite direction and realign it. And then we'll drop just the left foot, send the right leg up to the sky, interlace your fingers behind your right thigh and roll your right ankle around, point and flex. Lubricate that joint. And then take the right knee and bring it over the left knee like you're sitting in a chair wearing a skirt. You're going to scoot the hips over to the right side and then drop both knees over to the left, bringing your arms into a cactus shape. You can bring a block or bolster under your knee for a little support. Drop the right shoulder down, and then if you'd like a little more intensity, you can take your right toes and tuck them behind your left ankle for twisted roots. Neutral, unwind the legs, rock the knees back and forth a little bit before we come on to the other side. So plant the right foot firmly, send the left leg out up high, roll the ankle around, point and flex. And then crossing left knee over right knee, scoot the hips over to the left a little bit and find that rotation to the right. Same thing here, extending the left leg long. You can take the left toes and tuck them behind the right ankle and maybe use a block for a little bit more lift. Block under the knees for a little bit more support. And then draw your knees back through center. Go ahead and unwind. Let the knees rock side to side. And we're going to finish with legs up the wall. If you have a wall near you and you'd like to take your hips to the wall and let your heels rest on the wall, you're welcome to do that. Giving your legs a nice break, keeping your knees soft. If you have no wall or if you don't feel like moving, you can take a block or a blanket or a pillow under your hips for support, or just tailbone on the ground. It doesn't matter. The goal here is to get the feet over the heart to bring some blood back towards the heart, which will make it easier for the heart to pump. So it's meant to be calming. It's meant to be grounding. So as you come into this position, check in with your upper body. Slowly start to lower your heels back down to the ground. Let your feet come back to the earth. If you have a prop under you, move it out of the way. And then take your knees into your chest. Take any last movements you'd like to take before we set up for our final rest. Maybe that's happy baby. Maybe it's a final twist. Maybe you'd like to rock back and forth a little bit. We are going to come into Shavasana just for 3 minutes, and we're not going to do music. It's just going to be a silent Shavasana. So remember, this is really important. If you have the time and you're able to stay for Shavasana, please do. You'll be glad you did. So come down into your most comfortable position. Palms face the sky. If you're more comfortable on your side in a seedling pose, you can do that. Anything you need to become comfortable. I'm just going to leave you for 3 minutes. I'll be back to wake you up. So give yourself full and complete permission to rest. Begin to deepen your breath. Start to invite some movement back into your extremities. And draw your knees in towards you, rolling over onto one side. Push up into a comfortable seat and bring your palms together at your heart. Gathering together gratitude for our practice. Take a final breath together, in through the nose. Let it go. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to turn off the recording just for a second and